Welcome back to another video. It's beautiful today. It's going to be the last nice day of the week. I think the temperature is supposed to be about 65 today. And then it's supposed to drop down cold enough to freeze for a few days. So I'm trying to enjoy it outside as best I can. But I thought today we'd talk about something that is heathen related. And it's something that has been, I've been seeing more and more of. And it's a good thing. It is. This is not a video of me complaining. This is just a good video. It's a positive video. I've been seeing a lot more heathens lately moving from the bachelor style life to family oriented life. And to me, that's such a wonderful thing. They are, I feel like the single heathens are starting to realize that having a family and caring for a family is one of the most important things that you'll ever do. I know it is for me. Being a father and a husband is one of the greatest achievements of my life. And no matter what we do, we will always have that to leave behind. I see a lot of the legacy talk. What am I going to leave behind? What am I doing with my life? Well, I feel like it really all depends on you, on the decisions you make, the choices in your life that lead you where you're going. Now, we all know the web, it twists and it turns and it winds like a road. But we are meant to do things in our lives that carry tremendous weight. I know that every failed relationship I've been through has led me to where I am today. Without those, I wouldn't be the husband I am or the father that I am today. Every choice I have made has led up to the life that I have now. And our lives are ever changing. They're always becoming better or worse. What's the saying? It has to get worse before it gets better. Well, that is extraordinarily true to the way we live our lives. We have days that are wonderful, and then we have days that are awful. And we struggle to make it better. Right? At least that's how I see it. We struggle to make our lives better. Because the more we struggle, the less we suffer in the end. We're always trying to make our lives better. And family is one way to do that. Now, not everyone is meant to have children. Not everyone is meant to be a husband or a wife. And that's okay. I mean, don't take this as me telling you what to do, because it's not. I've just been seeing a lot more heathens lately becoming family oriented. And that is wonderful. To me, that's wonderful, because I am a family man. If family is not on the agenda for you, then so be it. It's not my life, it's yours. But there is something wonderful about it. There's something extraordinarily awe-inspiring by having a family. Something I've also been seeing in the heathen community lately is heathens. There are a lot of flip-flop heathens. At least that's what I'm going to call them for this. They're the type of heathens that will say one thing and do another when it comes to their faith. Let me give you an example. So, as a heathen, I practice as often as I can. Probably not as much as I should, but I practice as often as I can. Well, there's a lot of flip-flop heathens. And now I know I said this is a positive video, and I'm getting to the positive part. There are heathens that will tell you that you have to practice a certain way, that you have to do ritual a certain way, you have to offer certain things like that. Well, there are a million different ways to do those things, and it's up to you to figure it out on your own, the way it's comfortable and works for you, right? Well, there was an article or a post that I read about a guy talking. He asked what to do with his offering, because he made the offering inside his home and he lives in an apartment in a city. He needed to know what to do with it because he didn't feel comfortable throwing the offering away after he'd given it however long. Well, one of the people that replied to his post made the statement that you should be practicing outside. You shouldn't be practicing inside your home. That's not traditional, whatever. There was one man that replied to that reply. And it was a two-part comment on it. It was one telling him that at the end of the offering time, whatever he decides that the offering time is, take it out next to the dumpster and set it down next to the dumpster. And if the gods have received it, they will send an animal, or they will show up in a form to take it, which is perfect. The second part to that was wonderful. He put that other man in his place. He said that there is no proof that they practiced only outside. They love to practice outside, just like we do. We are a very nature-based people, nature-based culture. And he told the man that because there is no proof, you cannot rightfully sit there and tell them that they are doing it wrong. Not everyone has access to nature like some of us do. I live 15 minutes outside of city limits, so it's just all country out here. You know, and that's great. I love that. Sorry about that. So I doubt it's intentional, but I'm sitting over here talking about heathenry, and my neighbor starts blasting gospel music, like pop gospel music. So it was, yeah. And I lost my train of thought in the process too. It's distracting. But yeah. So there is something I do want to talk about today. That I've been talking to a buddy of mine, and we are planning. Hopefully, he has to get back to me on some details, but hopefully for Saturday, we're going to be doing the live stream. We haven't figured out a time yet, but I'll let you know in the next video. But I have my project that I'm going to work on. He's going to hang out with me while I do it. We are going to talk about heathenry and woodworking and all the fun stuff. So as of right now, we will be doing a live stream on Saturday. So that's good. That's exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. But I don't know how much video I've recorded, how long it's been recording. When that happened, I lost all train of thought. But one thing I do want to go back to was the guy's reply to the traditionalist, and that those are the heathens that I look for, and I like to make friends with, because they're not particular on how you practice, as long as you practice. It's up to you to practice your own way, what makes you comfortable, and in the best way you can. So those are the ones that make the best friends, because they aren't ram it down your throat kind of heathens. So yeah, honestly, that's all I've got today. Now they've turned off the music. Does that seem intentional? That feels intentional. I don't know. Anyway, hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and share. Throw a comment down. Tell me how you practice. And if you don't practice, tell me you'd like to learn how to practice, and I'll do a video on how I practice. Because that would be fun, I think. Yeah. So, throw a comment down. And I will see you in the next video.